So we have our first, what was supposed to be our first rehearsal in the space, which ended up just being like like a run through. We weren't able to get anything technically done in terms of miking up and sound and stuff like that. So we just kind of ran it with our normal voices and sang and stuff. So then we get to Saturday, the day of. I made sure I was like, "Gosh, y'all gotta be there on time. Please do not play with me." We had our props in order. We had, we were able to get some set pieces from the actual venue. Shout out to Michael Croft Theatre at the Alleyne School in Dulwich for making this happen. But yeah, like it was incredible because I had the vision of what the set was going to be, the living room, the kitchen, and then different cast members were bringing in different stuff. I brought my tables from the house, cushions, bean bags, all of that stuff. And shout out to my assistant director, Grace. Oh, I don't know what I would have done without Grace. Anyway, I'm going to get to the thanks later in the video. And, if you guys were at the play, you already recognize this. You recognize this, and you recognize this. But yeah, we get to the day of the show, and we started on time. One of the things that we do when I say we do like we've been doing it, but one of the things that we did with Home for Christmas was, inclusive of your ticket, you got concessions. So there was popcorn, a drink, and we also had one of a vendor there to give some canapes out during the halftime. Was it halftime? Yeah, during the intermission. Yeah, and so during this period, we're having cast rehearsals for the scenes, and we're also having rehearsals with the BVs for the songs and stuff. And it was just an incredible experience, and I enjoy working with people that are fun, but I also know how to commit, because then it just makes the process that much easier. I felt like I was working with friends, and they truly are my family and friends, but it just made the process a lot easier. And seeing how much they trusted me with this script, and with me directing them and kind of helping them bring their characters to life, and them helping me bring their characters to life. It was an incredible experience, just even the rehearsal process. So we get to the day of the show, and it was tense. We got there on time, but we had to wait about 2 hours before we could start using like the mics, and the instruments were plugged in. And for me, there was a lot of stress because I wanted to make sure that the cast had a good hour or two in between the end of rehearsal, sound check, and the start of the show. So I'm just like, okay, when are we going to get this done? When we're going to get this finished so that we can start rehearsing and running through? And I don't think we had a full run through of the play up until the play, if I'm not mistaken. And I know if any of the cast are watching, you guys can comment down below and let me know. But I think the play was the first time we actually run it all the way through. So we've run the first half to get all together, and we've run the second half together in rehearsals, but we haven't run everything together. So there was a few things that happened for the first time that day. And I think stepping out onto the stage, or once the play began and the dialogue started happening, because I don't come in until scene 3. I'm not in until scene 3. The comedy that was written into scenes 2 and 3 before I step in, being able to hear the crowd react and laugh and stuff like that, I started to feel okay, because I wrote the play in such a way that it's a bit interactive with the audience. So there's a bit of breaking the fourth wall in some parts of the script. And so once that happens and you hear them reacting, because I was backstage, I was like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit better. The comedy's landing, they're reacting, they're responding. And, I come out with my character, and my character's a little bit, my character's just a little bit. And then, so we get to we get to when I'm on stage now and I'm in my element, and that day, because I had been talking, I wasn't shouting, but I'd been talking a lot. I had to, my voice was giving out. So my first song, I could tell that I wasn't able to hit some of the notes that I would normally hit. And I had practiced in rehearsal, so yeah. Oh, I forgot about this part. So this is Great in the back. That's Great. And so Great is our MD, and he came to the house and we were able to sit down and kind of talk through the music of the play. So where I wanted some interludes, where the vibe of different interludes, where I needed it to be all the way out. And he had suggestions too, and it just came together. And also the medley at the beginning of the play was incredible. I literally just gave him, hey, I want a medley for the band to do, a band instrumental. It's a medley, it's all on you. And I didn't hear it until, I think I heard it that week, because they had been rehearsing and they wanted to let me hear it, but I was like, no, I wanted something to be fresh to me. So yeah, Great did an amazing job. Dope keys player, dope music director and band leader, incredible. I'm grateful that we get to do life together in our church week after week. So I'm grateful for that. But yeah, so yeah, where I'm on the stage and, you know, my voice is kind of giving out a little bit, but I'm still able to, you know, sing like I couldn't embarrass the Lord. The Lord covered me in a mighty way. And then, you know, we get there, we finish the first half of the play, and kind of watching the cast on stage in front of the audience and still being in character and all of that stuff. It was really good for me. So we finished the first half of the play, this intermission, and I'm told we're running out of time. So I'm like, okay, cast, we need to condense this second half, because the next scene was about 30 pages. So we start the second scene and I'm kind of skipping through, like trying to, you know, coach the cast and give them cues. Okay, we're going to skip this part, we're going to skip this part, we're going to skip this part. And they were really receptive. But because I was doing that, there was times where I was missing my cues. So I remember Dolly, there was one particular point that I remember vividly where I didn't know what was next, and Dolly just jumped in with her line. I was like, yes, I know that's where I'm supposed to be. And apparently, and I've watched this back now, there was 2 occasions when I called Abigail's character, well, the character of Therese, by her actual real name, Abigail. I was like, man, I didn't even realize I did that. But yeah, so we get to the end, and this is what you see in the back, and it was an incredible production. So we get through, we had the final song, and the audience really enjoyed themselves. And this was, I guess this was confirmation to me to say, you know what, you can do this. And with God's help and with God's strength, you can do this. So I'm now in the process of finishing the next script. And I'm hoping that I can get that done soon so that we can do that play right before the next Christmas play. So you guys pray for me. If you have any questions, definitely drop a comment down below. But I do want to say this. If you're watching this and you have a vision, and I want you to really pay attention to what I'm saying. If you have a vision or an idea or a skill that you haven't tapped into but you know you could, make sure you share it with the right people, because those people will support you and champion you. May God surround you with people that will fuel your talent, fuel the fire that's within you, so that you can really go forth and discover new levels and new strengths that you have. Do not give up on yourself. Do not let people tell you that you can't do anything that you know God has told you that you can do. Believe in the gift that God has given you. Believe in your talent, because if you nurture that talent, God will give you more and more and more. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and me running my mat, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and drop a comment encouraging your boy. And I look forward to sharing the next play with you. And also, I'm looking forward to the Christmas play. The Christmas play is going to be crazy. Oh, it's not going to be crazy. It's going to be great. Yeah. Have a great week, and thanks again for watching.